Ladies and gentlemen, next match, Goro Majima!
My goodness. What a way to start. Hey everyone, skull902 here, and now we're doing some late night tomfoolery here. Josh and Rabid and I, Sonic Generations, everybody, is the finale for the Sonic Anniversary event for 2020. How you guys doing today?
I'm alright.
How you guys doing today?
I'm good. I could be playing SpongeBob, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, we could both be playing SpongeBob. You saw it.
Yeah.
Way to make me feel bad, guys. I just wanted to include you in my special stuff.
I know.
Hey, that's bullshit. There we go. He wouldn't go for some reason.
Well, what is this? Sonic 4?
Yeah, you know, one of the best things that I love about Sonic Generations is that they fucking brought back, you know, Quillster the Prickly, you know?
Yeah.
That's a
He's
reference to a
beloved
conversation.
character of the Sonic series.
That's a reference to a conversation Josh and I had a couple days ago.
Oh, I see. No wonder I had no clue what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's been in-joke day today. And yesterday. Basically, this whole
Pretty
thing...
much any time I stream now.
This whole thing basically excludes anybody who's never watched you before, which is a great way to do streams.
Well, yeah.
So if you're just tuning in and watching me play for the first time, I'm shitty at video games. You can tell because I've just cleared this stage.
Booyah.
Well, you see, Sonic Generations is actually a video game for babies. I see
Here I
no
am.
one disputing me on this. Cool, yeah, okay, great.
I mean, it's easy. Oh, whoops. And here I am, slow as fuck, completely contrary to Sonic, sending the link out.
Gotta go sluggish! Yeah!
Exactly. I'm hurrying.
He'll be here any second.
Got it. This one server doesn't think I'm spamming. This is like the third thing in their showcase in a row that I put.
Which group are you talking about so I can slam it immediately?
Well,
Yeah.
It's kind of impossible to surprise.
disclaimer, it's a joke.
You totally got
Yeah.
me this time. I had no idea.
The Xylo Cave.
Right. Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope
Never heard of it!
Didn't think that you would have, but,
Like it. I love it.
Aw shit, man, chili dogs.
Sonic, what's that?
I'll just pop out the chat here. So that I can watch on Discord, and then, see when, people show up.
You mean I'm not playing for an audience? That's why I did so well.
It says there are currently 2 people watching.
So, me and you then.
Oh,
Oh wait, no,
there's
it's Sega Sonic is here.
Sega Sonic 136, hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to our stream. Welcome to our stream.
You won't fit in. Your nose is too big.
I can't believe this game ripped off World of Light, which came out like years later.
Well, that's the whole I can't believe this ripped off joke in general, man.
I know, right?
Am I?
And now, the Void of Death.
Sup? I've been doing pretty alright today. Except for God, my playthroughs of Sonic 1 8-bit and Chaos were fucking abysmal for
Oh,
this
yeah?
anniversary today.
Oh, yeah?
Dude.
Well,
Dude.
I'm gonna outclass you entirely. I'm gonna have the shittiest fucking video game you've ever seen, so don't you even worry about it, because here's Green Hill Act 2, baby!
Well, we'll see, comparatively. I died...
I love the confidence of, no way, man, I'm way shittier than you.
That's some bravado right there. No, but in Sonic 1 8-bit, I died 27 times, 2 game overs.
Goddamn.
Yeah, a few of them actually. I had a, like, my first bit of trouble was on Bridge Zone's boss because the Game Gear version is different from what I'm used to.
Yeah.
And then, like, it kind of went from there for a little bit. Hey, Tonics, welcome back. And then, like, surprisingly, the game gave me a bit of a break in the first 2 acts of Labyrinth Zone, and then I'd say that the boss in Labyrinth Zone gave me the most trouble. Because, like, the arena is so much smaller in the game version for obvious reasons. So, like, I barely had any room to fucking, like, jump over to the other side, and so sometimes I would, you know, make the attempt to do that, and then hit Robotnik instead and just fall down in the middle.
Well,
yeah, it fucking sucked. I just had trouble all throughout the game, pretty much, except for Green Hill and first 2 acts of Labyrinth.
interesting that it was Labyrinth.
Yeah, like, I even noted that when we were playing it at the time. It was like, kind of interesting that Labyrinth Zone, of all of them, is kind of giving me the break that I need.
Yeah, because it's one of the more difficult levels on that version, too. So, you know, whatever.
Certainly the longest. I wouldn't say it's nearly comparable to the Genesis version of it, though.
Yeah,
in terms of, like, pain in the
I think
ass.
maybe I'm confusing it with difficulty with it's just fucking slower.
Yeah.
Even the timer is slower.
Yeah, that was noted as well. I drowned a couple times. Like, that's how bad my luck
You
was.
actually drowned?
I did fucking drown. 2
Really?
times.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, my game was so off today.
Excuse me. I can't hit this thing.
Well,
There we go.
So, like, this is the thing that I was telling you about earlier in a message, Josh, that I'll have to timestamp for you, but I beat the game, last continue, last life,
Hey.
so I said that it was, I said that it was a very Game Center CX moment.
Yeah, that does happen quite a bit.
And Sonic Chaos went a little bit better, but I was still doing pretty shitty, died 10 times, got 1 game over. I think a lot of that was also due to not being used to playing a game with such a screen crunch.
Speaking of baby games, Sonic Chaos.
Yeah, Sonic, like, I really shouldn't have that much fucking trouble playing Sonic Chaos. It's easy as shit, but...
Not only that, but it's not like... Sonic Chaos was made as a Game Gear game.
Sonic, I thought I was dead.
Exactly.
Floating without a body in a limbo.
And then thankfully, like, I was still worse than usual with Sonic CD, but I didn't have nearly as much difficulty. The CD comparatively was such a smooth ride.
Or is that place
Speaking of baby games!
familiar?
Not to me. But this place looks like
Yeah.
something sucked all the life and color out of it. Totally strange.
I'm no stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving
Oh, hey,
aliens in
they
an
acknowledge
interstellar
secret
amusement
rings.
park.
Guess that means
I'm
it's
more
canon.
concerned about finding our friends.
That's how I think of it.
I saw something over there in the distance. Like buildings, but they look weird.
That might be a good.
They
place to
reference it in the
check
main series Sonic game, like, in the actual dialogue, the characters remember it, it's fucking canon, alright?
Wow, you weren't
Look
kidding
at us
me,
still
Fitz.
pretending that
I
Sonic
thought
has
you already
continuity.
left.
We're
Well, you
writers,
see-
we kind of have to, like, think about things like this.
They also say that this is Sonic from the past, and that's not true. He is actually Sonic from a different generation. or different universe, whatever. One of those.
Yeah,
two
different
things.
universe.
You're that
Yeah.
Sonic from another dimension. Fuck off.
Yeah, that sure is what he is!
Okay.
That was another thing that we talked about during...
Wait. Big
What?
decision moment. How do we do this? Do we do it classic, then modern, or classic all the way and then modern all the way?
I'd say do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, ultimately you are the one at the helm, but like classic is Act 1, modern's Act 2. Man, I can't wait to make a rewrite of Forces. Oh, dude, I've got one. I just need to like clean up this the sort of storyline a bit, and like what with the script and all that. And that is a game that like had some potential, but definitely needs a rewrite.
Well, first Sonic needs to.
so
Well,
bad.
first Sonic needs to look like he was actually tortured.
Oh yeah,
I'd rather
that
him
was
not
something.
be.
No, that was something I covered. Obviously, I'm not going to be like, all right. So then we have the scene where Sonic gets waterboarded and stabbed in the chest, and
Then there's the scene where he gets strapped to a chair and whipped in the balls, just like Casino Royale.
They take a car battery and hook it up to his testicles, and then this is a reference to something that happened in wrestling, by the way. Jesus.
So yeah, I've got a quick solution to fix Sonic Force's story. Just take the script, cross out every single line, and you're good.
Can we at least keep, none of this is good, Vector. That's why it's called war.
Yes.
Knuckles trying to fucking be all tactical and all that, Jesus Christ.
Who the fuck would make Knuckles their tactical leader?
Don't blame me. I'm not the one using her lovingly crafted meal as a puppet.
That's like the one joke you remember from that show, along with
No.
the spread.
Yeah, I also remember that's Prism.
Oh. Knuckles, that's prison. Only if you make it.
Yeah.
It's an off switch on a Doomsday device.
Also, we can talk to them if we want some cool stuff to happen. They'll tell us fun tips.
Oh,
Wow,
shit.
Tail. Thanks for telling us that. We already fucking knew. Josh has only done it like, what, 3 times now?
I like how they do rankings in this game.
Yeah, it's easily the best ranking system in any Sonic game.
Yeah. How do you get an S rank? Beat the stage fast and don't die. Sounds good to me.
I will be the first one to say I won't get many of them.
Yeah, well.
We aren't looking for, like, gaming god greatness here. It's
Well-
just a fun time stream.
Alright, if you say so.
Sonic's here is saying, my idea would be that first, all of classic Sonic's friends are a pivotal role in fighting the hard-boiled heavies, and second, making a rift in time and space with the emeralds, and then in the Phantom Ruby, sucking Eggman, Sonic, and company to the future, and just make Infinite a better villain to remember. Sounds good to me.
Oh.
I like how in Sonic Boom, the TV show, they roast themselves for being created true. You kind of lost me there. Please clarify, sir.
Is English your first language? I don't really mean any real offense by that.
Sir or madam or whatever you would go by.
Sonic Boom does quite a lot of, like, self-roasting of the franchise in the second season. Because
Yeah, they never
were
should have changed the color of Tomatopotamus's legs.
You beat me to it.
And then, there was the time where, like, they made fun of the comic being canceled, like, a week or two after the comic was canceled.
Really now?
Yeah.
It got to that pretty fucking quick.
Yeah.
Did Ian Flynn write that episode? I know he wrote episodes.
I don't think he did. But I also don't remember which episode it was.
Gotcha. But something I thought was kind of cool was that there was an Amy Focus episode that Sidney Robinson wrote. I was like, that's something that should happen more.
Yeah, it's
Like,
pretty neat.
It's like, if the voice actor has an idea, maybe, listen to it, and if it's good, give him a chance.
Yeah, I think it's neat when voice actors write things from time to time.
The ultimate threat would be that the time-space continuum would collapse again upon the past future. Oh yeah, and bringing nearly every boss back for the final showdown, and really rewrite Tails. Yeah. Oh my god. If anybody needs some like better character writing in terms of like the Forces storyline, Tails. Jesus fucking Christ.
They finally made Amy better, only to make Tails even worse.
I will stick up for Amy. That they had already been doing good stuff since Unleashed with her, except for in this game that we're playing right now, Generations.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm meaning. Like in Free Riders Generations, and for like a good period until like Lost World, I think.
You're right, Tails.
She was like even more exaggerated than she was during like
not
X
level
and
team.
Heroes and so on.
Yeah, not level seen since X and Heroes.
And she sounds like Minnie Mouse for some reason.
That's what they told her to do at first, and then
Yeah.
I guess when Boom came along, they were just like, just do your own interpretation. And lo and behold, the voice was much better.
Yeah, and that's what she's been doing ever since. So, good on her.
You saved me, Sonic. I was afraid I'd never be able to flirt with you again.
Where did the good writing go? Said Sonic.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Is
So,
she
like,
Professor Oak?
So like how I said in one of the episodes, Amy said something about recycling old stuff and calling it new material or something. Ah, yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah.
And now, the one that fucks with me.
I remember my first playthrough, like, Sky Sanctuary, I think, was one of the levels that I had the hardest time on for whatever reason.
Ugh. I'm just not gonna say anything.
I think it was in the Three Knuckles LP. Either that or it was another stream, where it said something like Sky Sanctuary, and then I was like, oops. Didn't mean to do that.
The stream is rated E for everyone.
Oops, well I didn't realize that would kill me.
Time to go commit jump die.
The fucking scream that he made is beautiful. You mentioned Professor Oak earlier. That reminded me. When I did my first Gold Nuzlocke stream, I was doing like the introduction in a like Professor Oak impression, and someone said "good Oak voice," and like internally I was just like, well, if you fucking heard rabbits, you wouldn't be thinking that. This is a lot better.
You were close, though.
You were close.
Exactly. Like the final showdown between heroes and villains really has potential, but it ultimately lacked it. Yeah, and that's why am I right that nearly every villain is coming back thanks to the Ruby. I mean, like, yeah, they were celebrating the series anniversary, and they were setting up for something epic. But they really just dropped the ball on it, and that fucking sucks. That really actually fucking sucks. Because I was looking forward to it. You know, based on the first trailer was hype as fuck. But like what we got instead, it really just seemed like an afterthought. Oh fuck, we have a year to do an anniversary game.
We spent like 4 years working on the lighting engine. I guess we have to make an actual game now.
Yeah. To create illusions that are just as powerful as the Prime, and learning everything about our characters and their foes, it would just be so cool to add the bosses of old. Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, well you see, Sega doesn't want to make a good Sonic story.
Maybe next year, I guess we'll see.
When Sonic Mania 2.
I want to end the whole fight by Supersonic just destroying the ruby with his hands. Yeah, you know what? That is one of the things about Force's story. Again, like there's just so much to pick at with it, right? What exactly fucking happened to Infinite at the end there? Because like, did he get killed? Did he just fuck off?
What happened to the?
Yeah, like what happened to the Phantom Ruby?
I remember when Josh and I first played that game, I really thought, like, Infinite was gonna come back again, like, right at the end. Maybe pull the rug out from under Eggman or something. But no, he just fucked off for the rest of the game.
It was like, please, Father, give me more power. And Eggman's like, fuck you, I need my robot. And just send him on his way.
I got to be the final boss from now on. It's what the fans want.
Infinite, suck my infidick. Agreed, Sonics.
I do kind of love Infinite, though, but for mostly the wrong reason.
And like, there's a character with potential, and they kind of fucked it, but like, it's kind of in a funny way that they did. Hey, Simp!
Like, he's got a cool design and voice and power set and all that, but he's like so fucking try-hard. I love it.
That and like, if he wasn't such a whiny little bitch whenever he loses,
Yeah.
you know,
I'm not Nick!
yeah, like, he fucking had a hissy fit and cried himself to sleep when Shadow beat him up the first time. Wow, what a really cool villain.
No, I'm the edgier one.
I'm the coolest.
Exactly. But that fucking theme song, though. I am the darkest of days!
That
wait,
sounds like something, like...
Fuck.
That sounds like something Batman would say, but like in, you know, obviously non-song, like normal dialogue type of thing.
It sounds like a song Lego Batman would sing.
You know what? Yes.
Who always pays the taxes?
Not Batman!
Darkness. No parents. They shouldn't have fucking canceled that series.
I made this song. It's about how I'm an orphan.
Where am I going? Where am I going?
Where am I playing? You still haven't told me.
I figured it out. We're good. We got it.
Yeah, it's a shame nobody went to see the last two Lego movies.
Yeah, Lego Batman was really fucking good.
Yeah.
And Ninjago was also, like, a bit of a surprise to me.
Ninjago was probably the weakest one, but it was still a good movie, so...
Yeah, I liked it. It had, like, a simple storyline. Dude just wants to connect with his dad, you know?
Yeah.
It worked. But, let me just comment on that from earlier. It's to your left. Back and to the left. It's like one of the rare times, I think, that I've ever made Josh wheeze at a joke. He knew exactly what I was doing. What is that I smell? That isn't fear. I ran all the way over here.
Going this way.
Quick step. You know, something that really actually bothers me is that they changed it to being like a flick of the thumbstick on rails in Colors and Generations, and like it's not just being an Unleashed fanboy, all right. I think that it actually does feel better when you're doing it with the bumpers. You know, regardless
bumpers in Generations.
Well, no, like when you're running on the ground, yes, but on the rails, it's the thumbstick.
So he's like blocked off this path, which means now I gotta go up here. Got it.
Yep. One more thing. Add Blaze. Yes. That's like basically the entirety of like my version of the plot involves Blaze heavily. Since the time-space continuum is collapsing, and that counts for her dimension, and B, make Gadget's story about self-confidence the same tale.
Yeah, I'm surprised Blaze wasn't in it because, you know, fucking Silver was.
Yeah, really. And Blaze is like one of the characters that's surprisingly like liked by you know. She's not one of you know the quote group of Sonic's extra friends. Like
He's probably
people...
one of the few characters to be like more or less universally liked by people.
Yeah. Let's just not include one of our most popular
Not
characters.
that I needed it, but it's good to have my sanctuary back.
Yeah.
Hey, have you lost weight?
Yeah, I like that one.
And now the part of the game that drags on a little bit.
Oh shit, we needed to add more game time.
Oh shit, this game's only 3 hours, better add like 5 minutes.
Eh, why not?
Save the Tails with his classic self and learning about his accomplishments in the future and classic Tails reminding modern Tails to be a hero when Sonic's gone, like when he died in SA2. Yeah, you know, there's definitely a whole bunch of angles that you could take it, and it's just so fucking unfortunate that they just didn't. But I guess that's why imaginative fans are there, so that rewrites like this can be a thing.
If Sonic Mania has proven anything, it's that fans do a better job of making games than Sega can. At least as far as Sonic goes.
Yeah, it like definitely should be more collaboration. Because I think, like, Sega is, I think, trying to make an attempt, but they don't exactly know everything about, like, fan design, and like, the Sonic fan base is, you know...
Sega hasn't known what to do with Sonic for the past 20 years.
The fans are very divided, though, on, like, what they want and how they want it.
And that's not helped by Sega, like, changing up the genre with, like, every single 3D game.
I think, like... I don't know, like... All the stuff about, like, adventure remakes and whatnot, I think that they should give that a chance to just fucking see if it works. Right? If people take to it, like the Crash remakes, and then maybe, you know, go back to it if it's successful. Oh yeah, definitely Sonic. Big agree. hate how Tails was written in that game so fucking much.
May as well
Dream,
do this
yes.
while I'm here.
Said Trip. Welcome back, Trip.
Show me what you got. Lo and behold, the only, well, one of 2 bosses you do is classic Sonic.
That is the thing, isn't it? Like, I get modern Sonic was in just, you know, more games. You'd think they could have given him maybe a little bit more to do.
Yeah.
Ah, missed it.
You know, definitely have the same desires there, Sonics. I want good writing in my favorite media franchise too.
I'm just complacent that we haven't had it for like 99% of the Sonic games.
Show him what we're made of. He thought that he got away from you for a moment. You know you can hit him when he's charging.
Oh, I didn't know that actually. Fuck.
Oh yeah, you have a chance now.
This is gonna be a long one.
That was me on a couple of bosses in the fucking 8-bit games, let me tell you.
Wow, I actually didn't
Bird
know
Zone
that.
and Labyrinth Zone. Yeah, it's pretty helpful. It really doesn't look like you can hit him.
Yeah, I would assume that, you know, it hurt you if you've got like a big energy field around him and shit.
Actually, I'm on the same boat as everyone else. Get rid of Ken Pontac and the other guy and give Ian Flynn the spot he deserves. Yeah, like people fucking like his writing, and it's really mind-boggling to me why Sega hasn't given him a chance. Just give him a fucking chance. Let him write one game and see how people think of it.
I don't think Ken Pontac and Warren Graff are working on the series.
Hey, that one was pretty alright, look at that! Boom, baby!
Yeah, buddy. Oh, in Green Hill you can do the race against Knuckles.
I'm a burning rose many times in these niggas here.
Shut the fuck up, loser. We've seen you enough during the event, the anniversary event. Played as you in 3 and K, beat you in Mania, beat you in CD today. Josh beat you just now in Generations.
Knuckles race, I guess.
Nucleus. Everybody Supersonic Racing.
First one to the finish wins.
Sonic saying, I mean, Ian Flynn has done amazing even under restrictions, just give him a writing spot in the games. Yeah, like, if they need some convincing, like, again, just let him do one. See what people think of it. You know?
He knows how to write under Sega's weird-ass restrictions.
Sonic can't land on pigeons.
I mean, would you really be surprised?
No, I wouldn't. That's my favorite weird restriction censorship rule I've ever heard of. Spider-Man can't land on pigeons. Yeah, he's like that running gag in the comics.
Would he if he had the opportunity, though?
I mean, yeah, I would have done
Maybe
it.
if like if one like shat on his windshield, like, and he just sees a group of other ones there, and he's just like, I hope one of them was that one that shit on my windshield.
I would have actually, like, made him at the very end of the series land on a whole flock of pigeons out of spite. Just, like, aim for a whole flock of pigeons out of spite.
Like, okay, so like he dropped Stan Lee back off at the building, and like right afterward he swings, and before Madam Web comes to get him, he is about to land on a group of pigeons or something.
Yeah. Vulture rebrands himself to the pigeon. And he has an army of killer pigeons, and the only way Spider-Man can stop him is if he deliberately crushes all of them.
This wholesome family picnic is woefully underpopulated by pigeons.
Where is that key? I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. It's down here.
There's one in City Escape with Cream with modern Sonic of a similar ilk.
Oh shit, ruined it.
She demonstrates her friend to all living beings tendencies. Here, Mr. Sonic. My horde of chow.
Yeah, there's a character who's been underutilized for some time.
Yeah, I think Sega has genuinely forgot that she's a character. And, like, the only reason why she even like is still in the consciousness of fans is because like they include her in the comics and stuff.
I wouldn't be surprised. They use her even less than Big the Cat, and that says a lot.
That really does say a lot. Remember back when, like, for a period of maybe, like, a year and a half, Sega actually instituted, like, a Big the Cat ban, because they thought everyone hated it.
Yeah.
Well, I got hit too many times during this one, I can't do it anymore.
You still got a couple of ring slots left.
No, but I'm out of stage. This is like the last bit.
Oh. No, I have the achievement for doing all of these, and I don't really remember this one.
What the hell are you supposed to do in this one?
Get enough rings and get to the goal, and the gimmick is that I can turn enemies into rings like that with my skill.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I got you. So, it's like, hey there, Lanky Kong. Get 50 coins and beat me in the race.
Yeah, basically. But they dump some enemies on you in a place where they know you're probably gonna get hit by them if you don't know they're coming, and then you lose all your rings.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do we give the challenges like some kind of challenge? I don't know, Greg. Fuck you. I don't know why you have to be so rude, Alan.
There, now I have enough rings. The goal is just not to get hit.
And even if you do, Generations is actually pretty generous about, like, ring loss and stuff.
I think the last game to have, like, all your rings scatter when you, get hit is Shadow the Hedgehog.
No, that one was, 10 rings.
Oh, 10 rings? Well, I guess it'd be Sonic Heroes then.
Shadow the Hedgehog, if anything, started the trend of,
Yeah.
Plus, I'd like to get some better humor. Yeah, I think Johnny put it pretty well when he re-reviewed Sonic Colors recently, that, like, you know, some stuff lands, some other stuff are real groaner stuff.
They're hit and miss.
Hey, look, it's a pinball machine!
So it is.
DLC that's only available Pc and Microsoft.
This jazz is really the only cool part about it, so I'm gonna sit here and listen to the jazz for a bit.
It is a very nice remix.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's, you know, it's a pinball machine.
Alright, now.
Aw shit, it's the Death Egg robot. We sure haven't seen variations of this a million times.
And for the longest time, they like fucking refused. If they were gonna do it at all, like, they should have had it be a little more even with, like, the Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 versions.
Yeah.
They only wanted to do Sonic 2 for whatever reason.
Well,
Until Mania.
it's the more iconic one.
That's true.
Although I guess part of that now is because he's been in so many fucking games, but you know.
Dr. Eggman!
You can blame Sonic 4 for starting that.
You know, something that is actually, like... I thought about this right now. Hello, Damien.
Wait a second!
The 3DS version should have had the Death Egg robot, and the HD version should have had Big Arm.
Yeah.
It should have been the other way around. The fucking new cover version that they did for the Big Arms fight song is so badass.
Yeah. It's by the same group who did the songs for Colors. I forget what their name is.
Cash Cash?
Yeah, Cash Cash. Too bad you only get to hear it for all of, like, 20 seconds or so, unless you deliberately, like, pause or wait around.
Hey, the boss is pretty easy.
I will flatten you!
Juggernaut will flatten you.
Hey Sonic, when I jump like 50 feet in the air, could you just not move out of the way?
No!
Please?
Hi.
Ow! My robot's patootie.
Oh, wait.
It is kind
You
of a
gotta
pain in the ass.
jump on
Like, some of the bombs are placed in a way where I think it is a real fucking pain in the dick to actually, like, get there.
This is gonna be a bit.
Thonix is saying, one tip, spin dash.
Where did his arm go? What?
Yeah, they should have given you that one. That was bullshit.
He, like, went and turned, like, completely the other way is what happened.
There, finally.
Spin dash, when he immediately recovers, apparently, says Sonic's. You're actually able to do it from there. Nice. That would be in the beginning of the boss. Ah, I see, yes. Should still be an S.
Nope. I was 1 second off.
Fuck you, game!
Now that was all his arm going like the opposite to his arm went to Australia for some reason, and then
Yeah,
like
that was a weird glitch.
No! Sonic, save me!
A glitch in a Sonic game. What?
I can't believe there's 2 of me.
I think I figured it out.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
classic
me too.
Tales without any sort of introduction whatsoever. There's no way stuff wasn't cut out of this game.
Places
Hey,
and
totally.
enemies from our past. We're traveling through
Especially
time.
nothing like, I don't know, an entire character or something.
How did this happen?
I think it's
Poor
got
Kyle
something
A.
to do with
Bear.
that big thing that just
I
came
can't
together.
believe there's 2 of me!
It sounds
Just like
you
looked at him.
kidnapped your
So like,
friends.
you wanna make out or something?
I mean our friends. You know what I mean.
It's not gay if you're kissing yourself.
There it is.
We have to make Amy jealous. Hey Amy, look! Sonic's already with somebody.
Find that thing, and
Himself.
fast.
Actually, Sonic would probably go out with himself if he could.
Depending on which version of Sonic, I can totally believe that. Sonic the comic, especially the first 2 seasons, but X, probably a few others, but none that I can immediately name.
Most of them are pretty cocky.
that's for challenges later.
Mm-hmm.
You think you can keep up with me?
Oh boy.
He caught up!
Goodbye, Tails.
Tails, wait for me!
You can hear some of that great dialogue in my Sonic Adventure commentary coming soon. There's something about that though, like I did another one of the skits that I'm attaching to the LP, and I really feel like with these fucking skits that I've been doing, that I've been growing as a video editor.
The fucking, like, ending to, like, that latest one you showed me really got me.
Yeah. Dude, it got me when I first thought of it. I was like, oh my god, that sounds like it'll be hilarious, and then turns out...
Dreamcast!
So let's not spoil too much now.
Yeah.
You'll find out when part 6 of the LP comes out.
Oh, dead.
I kind of want to say Speed Highway's like my favorite classic level in the game.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
There we go.
Oh wait, no, fuck that. It's really good, but City Escape. City Escape Classic is so fucking fun.
I was gonna bring up City Escape here.
Now, hopefully, this doesn't do to Josh like what happens sometimes. I remember experiencing it on the 360 version and being like really weirded out.
What's that?
Sometimes at the end of the level, the camera can just decide, you know what? I want to face Sonic head on.
Never happened to me.
It makes it really hard to platform. I remember an attitude at the time was that Sonic 4 should have had Classic's sort of physics and stuff from this game. If they had actually gone the route of making like a downloadable Sonic title, like Classic, just like a 2D platformer in this way, do you think that you would have been down with that, or does it feel like something that sort of just belongs as one half of a whole experience, like in this game?
I mean, I wouldn't have minded it, but like the physics and whatnot still aren't like the most accurate.
They're
like,
accurate, but like they're pretty fucking good for what they are.
Yeah. What's even more like bizarre is that Classic Sonic's physics in the 3DS version are more accurate, and that was made by Dimps, who made Sonic 4.
But they also made Sonic Advance.
Yeah.
Which is probably, like, before Mania, the closest that it's ever been to, like, classic Sonic. They might as well have called those games Sonic 4, 5, and 6, to be honest.
Yeah. Sonic Pocket Adventure was pretty damn close, too, even though that was 8-bit.
Yeah, a lot of those same devs on that one went on to Dimps.
Yeah.
So it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I basically consider that a Dimps game, even though it technically isn't.
SNK, whatever, bitch.
Yeah.
Or whatever the studio was for that.
It was SNK. And, yeah, I don't think, Dimps has done any Sonic games since, like, Lost World 3DS. What a way to go out.
Yeah, really.
Which is a shame, because I like the rest of them, for the most part.
Generations 3DS, I think people, like, they knew that the HD version would just be better, but, like,
well, yeah.
I think that there was an appreciation because they cranked out something pretty fucking decent in the span of, what, 8 months?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy, and then I think maybe the failure of Lost World for 3DS might have to be, I don't know how experienced the team was with 3D.
I don't know how experienced they are with 3D either, but I know they also designed, the daytime stages for, like, the standard definition version of, Unleashed.
Oh, right, yeah, so... Huh. Well, in that case...
But that was an entirely different type of Sonic gameplay they were working on, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Whereas that one was using, like, the boost formula that they had started in the first place with Rush.
What is happening to me?
Perhaps the camera really is not agreeing with you right now. There it goes. Dimps made Sonic Unleashed for Wii and PS2. Yeah, Rabid was saying, like, the daytime stages.
Hey, alright,
Might
not
have just been a
bad!
case of...
Yeah.
Might have just been a case of, like, they weren't used to 3D, or, like, maybe it was the way that the game, like, naturally is, or something. Really, really unfortunate though that is the most recent outing that they have. And Sega has since been like, yeah, we're not interested in like other versions, and now that Nintendo is like, yeah, no more handheld only consoles. It's
It was scary in the dark.
not
I
likely.
tried to be brave.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Dimps make another Sonic game, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah. You know what I'm reminded of right now?
Nicely done.
What's that?
Do you remember how the Speed Highway part of Hellfire Com's Generations playthrough ended?
No.
Gareth was going on a diatribe about Cream the Rabbit, and then he was like, she never drinks anything creamy except for those weird images I saw on the internet.
Oh my god!
I loved him.
He was looking at Specs' favorites.
Oh my god. Yes.
Creep.
YouTube's just like, Spax, that's a name I haven't heard in a really long time.
That's a name I haven't heard in some time.
Did you hear that Nintendo's giving up on mobile? Yeah. Or, well, mobile, you mean in like phones and stuff?
Oh yeah?
It honestly, it didn't seem like they tried all too much. Like, there was Super Mario Run and the Rabbids crossover thing, but like, that's it, as far as I know.
Animal Crossing Pocket Camp?
What, mobile? There's the Animal Crossing, Pokemon Go,
Fire Emblem?
Emblem Heroes.
I don't know, maybe they just weren't getting the results they were hoping for.
Mario Kart, that also was a
Mario
thing.
Kart Tour, right?
Yeah. Oh, that
Well,
one
they tried
just
it
came
for a
out,
bit.
didn't it?
It didn't just come out, but it's not that old.
Hey, Fangless Sniper.
Classic truck and... Yeah.
Well, Knack the Weasel, aka Fangless Sniper, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm dead. Whoa! Alright.
Yeah, he's called Knack the Weasel on like Triple Trouble and the comics. But otherwise he's called Fang the Sniper.
Oh, I thought that it was a West Japan thing.
It was, but they just changed their mind like immediately afterwards and didn't bother renaming him in the games anymore.
Ah. If this is real, Classic would be dead. Well, thankfully for Classic Sonic, this game doesn't take place in real life. My mind gave me a reminder to fill out the information and stuff on, like, the last live stream.
Oh, this is gonna suck in a second. No, we're good.
Speaking of Cash, I like this Escape from the City remix.
Yeah, buddy. think I remember. Wait, hold on, classic. God damn it. Sonic's is saying, actually, what is Fang's real species? I think I remember hearing about Fang being a Jerboa. Yeah, like, I believe the creator said something on Twitter along the lines of he's like half wolf, half Jerboa or something.
The hell is a Jerboa?
A Jerboa is like a...
Okay, cool. So they're purple and have hot guns.
like a hoppy rodent thing.
Yeah.
They're not indigenous to this part of the world, but they are in like, they're like Australasian sort of territory.
Gotcha.
So they're common in Japan, just like not here.
I thought he was a fucking weasel.
Have you seen him?
Take a lord. I think I saw him a couple years ago. But they're not allowed on the modern continuity anymore.
And now the best part.
Cheer, buddy.
Yeah, boy. The truck went into sicko mode.
Please don't remind me of sicko mode. It preempted band geeks at the Super Bowl.
I remember when Sonic had cool set pieces.
Yeah, man, those were the days.
Thanks, Big Blue. That's the first time.
Gareth also made this joke, but naturally, of course, Rouge hanging out on the street corner.
Hello, Nanako.
Spatface the Rogue!
Rogue and Amy tennis.
I can't actually go to the stage. There we go. A little bit further.
Sonic says, yeah, I swear I saw Mighty and Ray at a bar.
Sonic shorts.
We had a mighty run of Mania yesterday, so at least he got work that one time, which is basically the plot of the Ray and Mighty series that I've tried to start.
Mighty.
Dude. Whenever I do the Ray run of Mania, it'll more than likely be a stream. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Should just get you there and just do the Ray voice.
I don't like how most of this level is underwater.
I like the aesthetics of this stage, to be honest. Like this looks really cool. It's the
Look at
only
all.
time, or well, no, there's also Hydro City, but one of the few times that being underwater in Sonic is actually tolerable.
Look at all those Eggman's robots.
Yeah.
And yeah, here's another stage that gets reused all the time because it looks just like Green Hill and they don't want to pay royalties for that song. But then the Sonic Forces that were just like, fuck it, we'll have Green Hill, but we won't pay for the song anyway, we'll just make a new one that's not memorable. In case you all haven't noticed, I'm incredibly cynical about Sonic. I'm RabidSonicFan, by the way, hi.
It's alright, man.
Crash Twin Sanity when?
Oh my god, no.
Huh?
Don't
What's
set him
that?
up.
I don't know what that is. I don't have anything like that on my channel at all.
You gave your fans the fair warning. They didn't listen.
Yeah. I actually legit thank the guy that did it.
Sometimes you just need to let things go.
Really looking forward to a Crash Bandicoot 4 since that got announced like recently. I was gonna say yesterday, but it got fucking leaked, so.
Oh yeah, dude. Like I said before, it took them long enough, but you know, it's really cool that they're doing a new one now that people, you know, took to the Insane collection and all that.
Yeah. I really like how they combine the theme of Seaside Hill with Ocean Palace here.
Since they were basically Act 1 and 2 in Heroes, so why not?
Yeah.
I've stranded myself. Here we go. Over here.
Oh man, the level design is so expansive in Generations, stranding yourself is pretty much impossible. I can say with 100% confidence that this is like the most well-made 3D Sonic game.
Yeah.
Just in terms of pure objective quality, this one wins. For 2D, I would say it's Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Overall,
What?
Why are you going the opposite way the signs are pointing, Josh?
Oh, I need to go this way. What? This fucking thing, it won't turn when I boost.
Classic Sonic's Green Hill music and forces gave me PTSD in his physics. Oh, dude. Oh my god, his fucking music and forces. Classic Sonic had no good songs.
Well, like I was saying earlier, there are no memorable classic Sonic things. Well, really not much memorable music in that game, like, aside from the vocals. For better or for worse.
Sonic's levels music, Moderns was like, okay. Classics was bad. The avatars were fucking awesome for the most part.
Yeah. Like I was saying, the vocal themes were good.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't remember any instrumental theme in that game aside from like the Infinite boss fight. But that was an instrumental of his theme, so you know.
Yeah. At the end of the first part here, we were talking about like anime recommendations. Let me give you a Sonic song recommendation right now. Fucking Moonlight Battlefield. Fuck yeah. That song is such a fucking bop. I love the shit out of it. Such a banger.
Oh shit.
Well, just know, Josh, that no matter how you perform on Seaside Hill, you will never, ever, ever be as bad as Phil was at this level.
I forgot how bad he was at this level.
This was like probably the most disgusting part of his generation's playthrough.
Just assume that he's terrible at everything and you'll be correct.
Endured. The final boss music was absolutely spectacular in Forces. However, listen to the OST version of it. It has an amazing guitar riff. I don't even remember what the final boss music was.
Same. Is there singing in it? If not, I don't remember it.
Alright, when you land on this platform here,
Well,
see, like,
too late.
it's supposed to be solid, but it's really weird like that in terms of like glitches and shit.
I've never had that happen to me.
You've also never fallen through the one part in the Emerald Coast. Like, you're pretty lucky when it comes to this type of stuff.
Yeah, well, neither is Josh as far as I've known.
I think Josh has fallen through the one bit in Emerald Coast. Sick dodge there, dude. The Death Egg robot just did. Oh well, no, I know what the final boss is. I just don't remember the music.
Know what it is.
I just don't remember what the music sounded like. The music is just called Battle with Mega Death Egg Robot. Gotcha.
So I think we've pieced together more of what's happening, and it's not good.
More of what's happening. Interesting.
Together what's happening, and it's not good. Pulls out a copy of Sonic 06.
Tear space apart, leaving the areas empty and dead, and sticking them in
That works out really well, actually, because it's the next level.
Yeah.
Through time, they fix space, returning
And it has to do with time travel.
Indeed.
And I guess we have to run like there's no tomorrow, or there won't be.
I fucking love again. It's like what you said. Like, man, there sure wasn't any content in this game at all. We've pieced together more of what's happening, and then they basically say the same thing as the last cutscene.
To trap a ninja. Be on your guard, Sonic.
Hey, Troy Baker. I'm in every game ever made.
So one with classic Sonic Genesis-like music, the Avatar with the chorus, and then Modern's epic guitars. I'll give it a listen at some point. Like, I'll seek it out on YouTube and whatnot. Sonics is also saying, "Hi McCree." Wait, wrong game. Don't know what that's a reference to, but he made Rabid chuckle, so.
Wrong voice actor, but I get the reference.
Just looking back at the actual stream feed, and this is looking really good. You're getting like a solid. I'm thinking this is like maybe 40 per second. Oh, looks nice and smooth.
Damn it. Yeah, alright, that's good. This is the part I haven't ever practiced before, so... I'm now unfamiliar with what to do in terms of challenges and shit.
Pick a challenge, any challenge.
Sonic says it's a reference to SBO's voice actor in Forces who's McCree in Overwatch.
Yeah, Matt Mercer, who tends to replace Troy Baker quite a lot, particularly in these non-union games.
Maybe I just didn't remember from the time, but I didn't think that Troy Baker was replaced in Forces.
Yeah, he was.
Well,
It's just that they sound so much alike that you can't really tell the difference.
Welly Well Wellerton.
I can't get up there anymore. Damn.
We have to make our own miracle, you know, says Sonics.
Actually, that was the worst question I could.
Really nice of them to bring Ted Foley back too for Modern Cityscapes theme. Besides, none of this fandom is good Skull, that's why it's called War. Jesus Christ, dude.
Where's the lie, though?
You got me there.
Congratulations.
You have completed a terrible game.
Ow, the edge.
I don't know where we are, nor do I care.
This is my favorite boss fight in the game.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just so fucking fun to run through here and fight Shadow, man. Good stuff.
Well, this is the only game with good rival battles.
I'm really trying to think of like a counterexample and, you know,
Yeah.
like the ones in SA2 were alright for the most part.
Yeah, they were fine.
Like Knuckles in 3 and K wasn't bad, but he's pretty fucking easy.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Listen, I have no idea what you're talking about. You guys hallucinated that.
Oh no.
Sonics is saying, I stand only the best song in any Sonic soundtrack, Toxic Caves from Sonic Spinball.
Well, yeah. Well, everybody knows the best song in that game is the options menu.
Wasn't that like a real fucking kills your eardrum type song? Or was that in 3D Blast?
I actually legit like it, but it's very heavy on the Genesis twang.
Hello, Rin. How are you? Which is exactly what you asked me, so I guess I'll answer your question. I've been doing pretty alright today. Played through Sonic 1 8-Bit Chaos and CD earlier. Josh is at the helm here for Sonic Generations. Big ol' celebration of Sonic's 29th here. If you stick around, I hope that you have an enjoyable time watching us.
This is the ultimate power.
Back for more, are you? Hey, wait, why are you leaving?
Did I...
No, come back! I want to kick your ass, Sonic.
Which one did I do a challenge in? I did one in, like...
City Escape.
Okay.
Yeah, you tried one in Seaside Hill, but you didn't complete it. Then you did one in City Escape. So you got 2 more to do.
Drill, baby, drill! Ooh, baby, a triple!
Unfortunately, not one of the wisps that they brought back for this game. So that we could hear either one of the 2 drill themes.
Yeah.
I'm not so big on the ground one. I know people kind of like, as far as I know, people really like that one. I'm far more partial. I want to keep saying partial to the water one. The water one sounds fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, I didn't think he'd go up.
Yeah, who knew that boxes were so bouncy? Yeah, I'll link it to you, Rabid. Or actually, here's a more direct way.
Oh, yeah.
That
It sounds like it'd be played at a fucking rave.
exactly. That and hover are the like the Wisp themes that I just love so much.
Yeah, I was gonna say I really like Hover.
Hover just has this like wonderful mysticism to it. It's great.
It's very serene, which is appropriate, I think, because it's the most chill out of all the power-ups.
Definitely. It's a little tired, you saying, Rin? Well, hopefully we can provide the entertainment experience you're looking for. And if you think that we're boring, at the very least, it'll help you get to sleep. Well, it's nice to hear that, Rin. Thank you. Sonic saying, sorry guys, drill is the best whip because it drops the bass. the bass fucking drop.
This is a race, the ultimate race, to see who's the fastest.
Mike hates that line now.
Why? Because people ask him to say it so often?
That's from Riders, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 Well, I've lost this race already.
I feel like a fucking idiot, because the first... Like, I thought that it was from a much older game, like Super Nintendo or PS1 or something. So when you said Mike, my mind immediately went to Mike Matai?
Yeah, famously said by Mike Pate.
Matei, that's right.
I'm the man for the bits of us!
Wipe your ass on Toto.
Fuck you, dick. Wicked witch of the west, wicked witch of the east, wicked witch of my ass!
Did we mention we're a family show?
Yeah, you know. Do kids even know what the angry video game nerd is anymore?
I would kind of hope not. His content isn't quite kid-friendly. But this is speaking as someone who got into South Park at age 7, so I should probably shut the fuck up. Oh, you know what that reminded me of?
What?
His Godzilla review series, when he's talking about Son of Godzilla, and
That's my
that one
favorite Godzilla review of his.
that one line where he's just like, then Godzilla drags him by the tail and tells him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
His delivery on that, perfect. Even without wings, I can still fly. Writers really had some lines in it, I'll say.
Yeah.
Amy, I thought that, you would be, okay.
Oh, writers.
I don't know anybody, or well, actually, no, I don't know who does the voice for Sonic Song. I think it's Bulma Bunny. Could be wrong about that. But anyone who has a Wave the Swallow impression, I want to hear say like in that voice, but very robotically, something like referencing that one scene with her and Tails. Just be like, you are a nerd dweeb geek, and I do not like your gear.
Yes, hello, where is Key?
Go to the platforms between City Escape and Seaside Hill. I think it's up above.
Here you are.
Crest, how you doing?
Uh-oh, spoilers!
If it hadn't been for the fact that I did play Sonic Adventure, 2 playthroughs of Sonic Adventure, though that was a couple years ago on stream. But it wasn't any of my proper LPs. That's coming soon. Consider this a promotional tactic.
You whore.
It's in my joke repertoire. There's self-deprecation jokes. There's self-promotion jokes, which kind of like spits in the face of the other type of jokes. But listen, I'm a weird person, okay? Then there's like those moments when I'm with the right co-host and fairly well behaved, and then there's those moments where I'm with YouTube memesters and we just like talk about whatever the fuck bullshit.
Yeah. That time you were with both me and Sonic Song at one point was an interesting one.
Yeah, put it pretty aptly when I was like, KN brings out the best of me, Rabid brings out the worst of me. This should be an interesting experience.
Yeah. Perfect balance. Boo, phase 2 song.
Yeah. Dude, why isn't there a generation? Oh wait, no, never mind. I remember the bit where he complained about the one level, where like you have to hit the invisible blocks to get across this really huge pit that you can't jump over otherwise. I think Luigi can get it, but even then you have to do a wall jump to do it.
There you go.
Fuck you, perfect chaos.
Person chaos.
It's because they let me homing attack it too early, I think. Like, while it was rising.
So you can do it, but not really.
Here's my G rank. That wasn't terrible, I guess.
B for bad.
You brought back quite a bit of this world.
B for boy,
God.
you're getting a G. Yeah, this cutscene for whatever reason has some really weird loading issues.
I don't remember that happening either. Maybe the PS3 version is just the best one.
Sonic,
Because I haven't had any of these issues.
you're doing great, Sonics. Right. I may never get used to that. Oh! Watch out!
Also, Knack 3 didn't get announced for PS5, I'm boycotting it. Sounds like the right decision, Sonic.
Well, as Donkey said in his Last of Us 2 review today, everything great comes in twos. Super Mario Brothers 2, Knack 2.
Come in handy in the past. We've already got a couple, but we need that emerald. Sonic,
Whenever PS3, I guess I'm picking up a copy of Sonic Generations just to fucking see.
And you know, another copy of Sonic Unleashed, just to own it on every system.
That's exactly what I said yesterday, actually, when we were playing Mania.
You guys have your work cut out for you.
When I already have the HD and SD versions, but fuck it, when I get a PS3 and a PS2, I'm getting those versions of Unleashed as well. I still love that when you beat Shadow, no matter what order you actually get the Chaos Emeralds in, it's the 4th slot.
Yeah, and it's the yellow one. They knew what they were doing.
Fucking memesters here. Can't wait for the re-release of Knack 2 on PS5 though. Is that something
Fuck yeah.
that's actually happening?
No. Although the PS5 is backwards compatible, so you could 100% play Knack 2 on PS5.
Here comes the money!
Money, 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 money!
Wrestling theme songs back in the day were so fucking great.
I know, right?
I mean, like, there's still good ones nowadays, but like, it was like, back then, almost everyone had a great theme song. Fuck yeah, dude. Real Americans started like a 25-year-long stretch where there was just like constant good theme songs.
And I heard that apparently the Undertaker is retiring.
Yeah, he said like he didn't feel like there was much more to accomplish. He's been much more open to doing interviews now, which was rather rare before, and that was also like a telltale sign. Dude's really earned it. He started wrestling in 1984. He was only 19 years old.
Damn.
Been with WWE since 1990. He's 55 now, so like, you know, dude, he's definitely done a lot for the wrestling industry and everything. He's put on an endless amount of classics, and he's gonna go down as perhaps the best to ever lace up a pair of boots. So good shit.
Interesting that they that they decided to acknowledge Sonic 06 in this game, considering for the most part Sega doesn't want anything to do with it anymore.
I feel like they figured that it was maybe a necessity to do so.
Yeah.
It is one of the main series games, isn't it? Oh,
I would have just still been like, Sonic 06, Sonic 06. We didn't make that game.
I think I might have mentioned this to you, Rabid, like
Am I
years
dead?
ago.
I just died. What the fuck? How'd that happen?
You jumped into the pit.
I think I might have mentioned this to you years ago, Rabid, but like the Iblis birds, I swear the noise that they make when they die sounds like the standard Star Wars laser sound effect.
I'll have to listen to it again. Whenever Josh jumps on one.
You try playing this eventually and see how you like it when I rag on you.
Okay.
There.
Kind of?
It's always been reminded of that sound effect. And
At least Brandon
kind of wondered-
is nice to me.
like, you know, you were nice enough to play this game, so I'm not gonna give you shit. You had every right to tell me, no, fuck off, but...
I'm snarky and sarcastic almost all the time. I thought you knew me by now.
Sonics is saying, sorry guys, I got 8 years of this game on PC, so I outclass all you. Dude, Josh is playing this on PC right now. He has never once owned a Xbox or PlayStation console.
I've come into contact with them, but I've never owned them.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a 360 controller, which I would presume you're using right now to play this.
Yeah.
But that's about all that he's ever owned in terms of hardware for either one of them. He is a PC and Nintendo boy.
Oh, I see. It's gonna, like, blow me into that. I got it.
everyone's first playthrough of this game. Oh, thank God, the end. You dick!
Oh, great. I'm just gonna, like, accept this now.
You take the high road, I take the low road.
I think I knew about it, Carolyn, like, by the time, because Generations was 6 months old when I got it. So one of the only times I've ever been able to play a game when it was still, like, relatively, you know, recent. Mania is another case of that. In fact, Mania was same year, just 4 months after release. But anyway, I think I knew. But like, yeah, I could definitely understand, because I've heard that from people being like, oh shit.
You absolute jackass.
Fuck you, as well as your mother.
Mama Robotnik.
Fucking love his mom's voice.
Yeah.
Boo, you stink!
Mother? There were like a couple of episodes where
Yeah?
Mama Robotnik doesn't have a mustache, and she looks
Yeah.
really weird without it.
It does.
As strange as that sounds out of context. Because she basically has Robotnik's face.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, I did use keyboard for Generations with a good setup for the controls, but yeah, I pretty much mastered these stages.
Keyboard for classic is whatever, but keyboard for modern.
Sound,
they do.
yeah, it sounds like, ugh.
I'd only wish that on my worst enemies.
Josh, were you able to finish the game on keyboard, or was that the adventure games and like you weren't able to get very far on keyboard and
I beat
Generations?
Sonic Adventure on keyboard. Sonic, both of them, I think.
Oh, if you go all the way to the left, you can buy extra lives.
Yeah, I know, there's like skulls and shit over here, I never did. Oh yeah, and down here, there's like a little void that you can get statues from that never came out, question mark?
I think all of them did.
They're just like codes on various pieces of Sonic merchandise from around that time.
Yeah, so like, Jazzwares was really good about toy releases, so they had a shit ton of them that came with codes, and then like the comics also came with codes. I'll see you later, Rin. Hope that you had some fun.
Do 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 do.
Cool that you were able to adapt there, Sonic. Wouldn't be. Playing Modern's levels with a keyboard sounds like,
Sounds like a gigantic pain in the ass, but you know what? Good for you.
absolute nightmare. Maybe if you binded some of the controls to, like, the mouse, maybe? I don't know. It just doesn't sound right to me.
Yeah.
But again, like, if you found a way to do it comfortably, then good stuff. He says, arrow keys to move, WASD for other necessary stuff, A to
Yeah, dead.
That's a new record.
A to boost, S to jump, B to slide for stomp, W for transform and other stuff. 1 and 3
Boost, right?
Boost, boost, boost!
See, this is the problem with this stage in general. Like, they want you to boost this whole time. Boosting is a core mechanic of the video game. Now we got, like, platforming shit, and, like, things you gotta do right away over a huge road. That was my fault, because I was talking.
Yeah, this is a very, platforming, reaction-heavy level.
Yeah, and the thing, it's like, Planet Wisp is also platform-heavy, but it's pretty much all in 2D. And this game, asks you to do precision platforming, or game. This level asks you to do a bunch of precision platforming in 3D, and I feel like that's just not what this game engine was built to do.
Sonic's 3D controls, like, I love the boost games and all, but they're pretty lame.
Like, you know, they're meant for, you know, running at a consistent pace in a straight line and, like, you know, doing some cool shit with. Precision platforming, not as much.
Yeah. Like, Sonic Colors is also a game mostly about precision platforming, but as a result, that game was largely in 2D.
Yeah. Kind of apt that I said that was basically Planet Wisp in Modern's Generations level, because
Yeah.
color.
I was thinking of that while you were saying it. And I didn't realize until Johnny did his re-review recently that the same director who did Colors would also later do Lost World and Forces.
Yeah. God damn. I kind of feel bad for that guy, because, like, man, Colors, what a great way to start off. Oh wait, no, he was with 06, wasn't he?
I think he might have had a part in 06, but he also did, no, he dropped off of 06 pretty soon after production, because he was supposed to do, like, the Wii port, but then that transformed into Secret Rings.
Gotcha.
Which also didn't do that well, but it would. I think it did better than 06 did.
It did, yeah.
Yeah, people liked it better than 06, but the consensus
People
was
praised
still,
it
like,
a lot more when it came out, because by comparison to 06, it was way fucking better, but now not a whole lot of people like it anymore.
It's just like, some will be like, play Black Knight, it's Secret Rings done the way it should have been, and then others have just been like, fuck the storybook series altogether.
Well, there's only ever been 2 of them, and that's all there ever will be.
Yeah.
Let's get caught up on the chat here.
There's like 5 people in there that's like, he's never gonna beat this level.
Now they believe in you.
You can do it, the carrier!
Sonics was saying, apologies about the whole flexing thing, not trying to make it seem like I'm better, just wanted to say that it took time and memorization. And then a little later on he said, you say Sonic was not meant for this type of platforming, I'd like to tell you about Kingdom Hearts 100 Acre Wood Tree minigame.
Yeah, that was it.
I wouldn't know.
But
Carolyn
it was
said,
also something you didn't have to do if you didn't want to.
Carolyn then said, oh man, you're reminded of that level, I hated that part in KH. Sonic says, tell me about it, and for a secret ending too. Exactly, such bullshit. Well, it's like Rabid said.
Okay, nightmare over.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
So how much of the past 50 minutes was that stage?
Alright, let's have a look.
Let's see.
You could just cut that out. I mean, like...
I probably will be cutting most of that out, to be honest. You spent almost
7
40 minutes on there.
that stage, yeah.
As much as I dislike relying on others,
After this, can you turn screen share back on?
creature was beyond my
Did it not? Did it go away? Oh yeah, when I shut down the game.
When you close the window for the first time, yeah.
All right, here.
And here is Laura Bailey, also in every game ever.
Except for when she's not Blaze anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Now for another 40 minutes, playing whatever stage this is.
Rooftop Run.
You know, I still really like this level as classic, but I think it's one of my least favorite of classics levels in this game.
Oh yeah? My least favorite is Planet West.
Yeah, like, I think my least favorite is Planet West. Not enough of the outside bit, way too much of the inside bit. Honestly, same with Modern Sonic, to be honest.
I feel like Classics just goes on for too long.
Yeah, the levels, both of them, honestly, they go on for quite a bit of time. For Rooftop Run here, it's just that, like, sometimes the platforming fucks me up. And it's probably mistakes that I have absolutely no right to be making, but I don't know, like, sometimes it just seems like there's jumps that I really feel like I can make that I go for, and then I suffer for it.
It could just be that you're bad at video games.
That is very true. I am absolutely fucking dog shit at video games.
I still remember your first playthrough of Mania.
Oh god. I improved in Mania. At least. I think better of Mania than I did at the end of my first playthrough.
That was like one of the saltiest playthroughs of any games I've ever seen.
Oh, dude, the special stage is like, oh my god, it was so frustrating. Like when you would see that there's like there's absolutely nothing fucking blocking you from like making a jump across, but there's bumpers there, technically speaking. So like, oh gee, it's gonna throw you into a bottomless pit now or something. And combine that with the fact that I just have absolutely no patience. I really wish that I had your chill, Rabid, to be perfectly honest.
Meanwhile, I have nothing.
I'd say that you're like an in-between. Like, I have no patience. Rabid has the patience of a saint, and then Josh has like normie patience.
Define the patience of a saint.
That rarely ever gets mad.
I've seen him get mad. He just won't let me listen to him be mad.
I've only heard him like be mad. I've only experienced Mad Rabid one time.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what it was. That's how no, I should remember what it was. I was about to say, that's how infrequently you get mad. But, like, you'd think for the only time that I would remember what it was.
I do get mad, I am a human being.
Yeah. And it's just, like, in terms of, like, video game playing, I don't know if you're just really good at masking it when we're around, but...
I mean... I've definitely rage quit games. I just haven't played like a whole lot of games that would do that when I'm playing with like you all. for the most part.
It just seems like most of the time, if you do, it's less of like you're enraged and more like, oh god damn it, oh well, whatever, and then
Yeah.
and then like exit out of the window or whatever. You don't usually make a show of it. I'm someone, when I'm playing video games, I like, if something doesn't go my way for a little while, I very vocally have to express it.
Yeah.
You motherfucker, you!
Now I'm losing it. I'm all shook up now.
Grab the free life down there. Oh, it's a bit late for that.
Get the free man. The extra guy.
I'm gonna combine the terms extra life and free man there. So yeah, Crash was made to be like ridiculously hard, so I can understand that, Carolyn.
Yeah. Crash 1 is by far the hardest game in the series. Even the remake, it's like, it's just not as hard.
I don't understand this clock thing.
You gotta go into the middle and then charge a spin dash. So like at the point where the arms of the clock meet.
Oh.
Yeah, you see where the arrows are pointing?
That is something there, Sonic's the classic Sonic in 3D glitch.
Hey look guys, it's flying down.
There you go.
So how many of my 40 minutes was that?
You weren't nearly as long on that one. That was more like 15 minutes.
Okay, now we're gonna do it again.
Hey Saturn, welcome. I heard that there was going to be levels for Secret Rings in Black Knight. Also, Biggs VA did a recording session for Generations, but nothing came of it. But I haven't heard anything about Secret Rings and Black Knight levels, but Kyle Hebert did say that that he recorded lines for Big in this game. And once again, I will extend my apologies there, Carolyn.
And Kyle Hebert didn't get another chance to voice Big until Team Sonic Racing, because bizarrely they used his 4Kids actor for LEGO Dimensions.
Maybe Kyle just wasn't available?
Could be.
Kyle wasn't available. Duke Nukem forgot how to do the voice. Yeah, that's like really fucking weird that Butters did that. There were polls and popular levels from other Sonic games on the Twitter. Yeah, I think that they did do that to determine levels for this game.
Makes sense to me. If they're gonna do like a best of levels thing, may as well see what the fans have to say about it.
That's for true. He's just staring at you, Simp, because either he knows he did something bad, or that he doesn't understand and is just being a weirdo about it. Okay, I see. When they were doing the surveys, levels from Secret Rings and Black Knight were apparently available options.
Huh. That's interesting. I don't know how Black Knights would have worked in this style, but...
you know, at least aesthetically speaking, that one from Black Knight that had like the big open field, whichever level that was, or like...
There are a couple levels like that.
That was like near the end of the story, I think, where like... Sonic and the Knights were like raiding this place or something.
Yeah.
But like it was so fucking epic and cool looking in Clement's playthrough. That one could have made for an interesting Generations level, I think.
Yeah, they'd... In Black Knight's case, they'd basically just be taking the aesthetics of each level, because, you know, that one revolves a lot more around swordplay.
Indeed. They were trying to put the swords in the stones to make a protective barrier, I think. Yeah, that's what it was. So they were like, hey, we need to get around this place, and so again, it's just like this big open field. I remember the set piece being, and like it was just so fucking epic because like you and all the others were like,
oh, I jumped off
around.
my safety rail. I didn't think he'd grind on that. That's kind of funny.
I didn't even know you could do that.
It makes sense to me that you can like jump off the rails. Just sounds like it caught Josh off guard. Indeed, Stitch, we are still live. There's still a bit of Generations left to do.
Unfortunately.
And then Sonic makes an Iron Man suit out of the other sacred swords at the end of the game, and Excalibur is a thing. I wouldn't so much call it an Iron Man suit, but it is a pretty snazzy piece of armor. And just for the sake of that one took you about 5 minutes.
Thanks, Sonic. You know, I got a hunch someone or something is controlling that monster.
Yeah, whatever, Vector. I'm not playing your challenge act.
Last couple levels.
Now, well, then I gotta do the challenges.
Eh.
The challenges, Silver, Egg Dragoon, and then Time Eater.
Interesting how they did kind of a Sonic CD Bad Future sounding remix of this.
Yeah. I quite like the classic classic Planet Wisp here.
Yeah.
I don't know why it took me that fucking long to remember what the name of the level is. That's just skull902 sometimes.
Well, you see, we're actually old men.
Indeed we are. I mean, you have sword lasers and kill Merlina's big shadowy form. It's an Iron Man suit. Well, lasers doesn't necessarily mean that it's like Iron Man.
It's gold that shoots lasers. It's 100% Iron Man.
Hi, I'm
It's a
Stan Lee, co-creator of lasers.
Yeah. Don't you know, he invented lasers.
You see, I thought of the idea while I was bitten by a radioactive spider. The spider, of course, became radioactive due to lasers.
The radioactive spider was bitten by the radioactive spider, which was exposed to gamma rays.
Exactly. So now you gotta get on the
gear
pink thing and spin dash.
Actually, one thing to not like about Generations is the final boss. It sucks, and they use Sonic 4's theme for both the cutscene leading up to it and the end of the boss. Yeah, Time Eater is really underwhelming as a boss fight, and like, kind of weird in terms of its implementation as well, because like, I don't know if I'm the only person here who's thought this. There's like a pad on the right.
Right next to the screen.
But like, in terms of actually being able to damage him, I've only found it useful during modern Sonic's parts, and in Classics parts,
Classic Sonic parts is basically fucking impossible. I'm just always on modern.
I use Classic to farm rings because I think that is kind of harder to do with modern, at least with my shitty eyesight. I just never see the rings coming in the 3D space, but like when it's 2D, obviously it's just big walls of rings. So,
by contrary, though, Time Eater in the 3DS version is actually quite good.
From all I hear, yeah. And I mean, like, from the way it looked, it did look kind of confusing to me, but like something that I'd more than likely be able to get used to. Saturn says, I think Big and Omega would have been the characters you'd save for the Secret Knights and, or Secret Knights. Secret Rings and Black. God damn it.
That'd be a great Knights crossover, Sonic and the Secret Knights.
Oh man. Secret Rings and Black Knight levels, but what if one of them was Marine? What if, like, if they gave her a voice actor or anything? Yeah. People didn't really take to her all too much, and she's only been in one thing so far.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happening. It'd be kind of crazy if one of them was Marine.
Yeah.
Did I actually do anything with that? Or?
Yeah, it's to the left.
Oh,
There we go.
God, I wish I'd eaten dinner. I could have been eating dinner.
I wonder what's for dinner.
Nothing, apparently, because it's like 10 at night now.
Marine was in Sonic Channel comics and Blaze's comic.
Well, yeah, she was in like the Archie comics and stuff, but she hasn't been in like any games since then.
Excuse me. But yeah, if she hasn't made a return in the games, and doesn't seem like that'll be happening. Sonic says, actually, speaking of Secret Rings, really do like the story, get emotional at the end. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a fine enough story. It's
Yeah.
not the worst thing in the world.
They were like starting to know at that point we shouldn't be like dark and edgy.
Or at least not completely. Like
Yeah.
I've always maintained that Unleashed had like the perfect fucking balance in that respect. They knew when to treat it seriously, and then they knew to also throw some levity in there when you know the situation called for it.
Yeah.
Marine ever comes back, it would have to be in a Sonic Rush 3. You know,
Well, Sonic Colors DS is basically Sonic Rush 3.
to say, I'm kind of surprised that she isn't one of the characters that you just run into in Colors
Yeah.
for DS.
They wouldn't even have to made a new sprite for her.
I wonder if they did for Blaze's cameo now.
I don't remember if they did or not.
Or Arcade if we get lucky, says Stitch. Man, an arcade Sonic game. I can see that being a fun idea. That's what Secret Rings and Black Knight kind of remind me of.
I just jumped right off. Cool.
At least like when you're going through the levels, and then like it'll switch to a little cutscene at some point in the level and be like, "Hey, Sonic! Oh fuck! We're about to go on this bit now. Holy shit! It's a raft, or whatever."
Yeah.
It gives me such an arcade feel, and
I can see that. Yeah.
I think that's what Secret Rings kind of should have been. As opposed to being like a motion control game, it should have been something that like in the arcades you like press a button when you need to jump or whatever. And then like maybe have a slider or something for Sonic's directional controls. And Black Knight has honestly my favorite quote from the Sonic series, period. It says, Sonic's. And what would that be?
What the fuck?
They're bullshit, actually. They
Okay,
don't give you
it did it again. It did it again. And it's not even the controller's battery or anything, because it's still on.
That's such a weird fucking thing for generations to be doing.
Can't.
Yeah, you're gonna have to use Rocket. At the very least, like most of the rest of this level is in 2D, so.
I'm out of boost. I can't do it.
Just tap the Y button and let it go, because it says hold Y, but you don't need to do that. Yeah, I'm here. Josh, you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Everything's fucking glitching out today, apparently.
Yeah.
Alright, so Sonic's is about to put the quote here from Black Knight that he said that he really liked.
Look at all those Eggman's robots.
That's from Heroes!
Oh, it's
Good enough.
It worked. The world has its end. I know that's sad, but that's why we live our life to the fullest in the time we have. At least, that's what I figured. It's a nice quote.
Yeah.
Why would they give me rocket if I wasn't supposed to use it?
If you had gone straight up, I think it would have led you to the ring, there. Oh, what the fuck?
Josh is doing all sorts of shit I've never seen before.
That egg pawn was like, oh, fuck you.
Get fucked!
I'm uninstalling this.
Josh is
thing
playing
from the
Sonic
library.
Generations, eh?
Would you say Neo Metal Sonic is in Generations 3DS because you fight Egg Emperor? No?
Sure, why not?
Okay, there's Rabid's answer.
Yeah.
Kinda honestly my favorite quote. It shows that Sonic isn't afraid to say the negative stuff is the thing, but there's always a positive that he puts on it, and it shows a brave face while doing it. That Sonic described pretty well there, Sonic.
Sonic and the Black Knight is like the only, like, morally gray, well-intentioned villain in the series that I can think of. Because the rest are pretty unambiguously evil.
Like, he was dead at that point, so, I was gonna say Gerald Robotnik, but, like...
He was still gonna kill everybody.
He was still gonna kill everybody.
Out of revenge. So, I mean,
yeah,
it's
it
like,
was
I
like
get it, but...
he was gonna kill everybody, due to, like, insanity brought on by the unjustified killing of his, 12-year-old granddaughter. A perfect, fun family plot for, Sonic the Hedgehog game.
Yeah. And she probably would have died anyway because she had the not cancer.
NID, as it were,
Oh wait, no, excuse me, not AIDS.
Yeah. It was only named in the, Archie comics, though, if I'm not mistaken.
You mean it wasn't like that obscure media that had like the whole origin that should have been in the game?
If there is something I can say about it, like, it really should have been in the game. Like, I know that Sega did officially release, like, a strategy guide and all that, with relevant information in there, but they really should have fucking done it.
And it was only in Japan.
Yeah, I feel like there's enough in the game to, you know, be, like, satisfying or whatever. But I can definitely understand those that, you know, give it criticism for maybe not saying enough.
Dude, there's the emerald!
I guess they figured that, like, the important thing was to know that, Maria was on board and had a close connection to Shadow.
I see.
Shrug-a-lug-a-wug-wug.
I was scared because somebody took me, but now I'm free! I'm a freebie! 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 Whee! Oh, hey!
Hey,
Sonic
Tails,
doesn't
I mean
really-
Charmy.
Sonic doesn't release lore books of what is this, Zelda, where they give a shit. Zelda has a very confused timeline, though.
Yeah. I generally don't prescribe to that timeline. I just say there are certain sequels to certain games.
Yeah,
Most of them are just standalone.
that's what I tend to think of Zelda.
Sega.
Yeah, like Zelda 1 and 2, and then I would put Link to the Past all on its own. Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask are together.
Yeah.
And then Wind Waker, and then Twilight Princess, then Skyward Sword, then Breath of the Wild.
Wind Waker has Phantom Hourglass as a direct sequel.
Oh, okay.
And kind of alludes to Ocarina of Time at points.
Cool.
But I think it's in an alternate timeline.
Yeah, that's what I really like about Black Knight. Merlina just wants a world that never had to end, and Sonic's just a brave hero through and through. Weirdly enough, Sir Gawain trying to commit suicide was one of the weirdest things to ever come out of the series.
Yeah, it got pretty dark at points.
I lost a fight, I can't go on!
And yet it still doesn't feel like as edgy as Sonic 06 or Shadow the Hedgehog.
Rather weird in that way. Ocarina, Majora's Mask, and Twilight Princess are together. I wouldn't really know.
Twilight Princess, I think that'd either be in like the far past or far future.
Cause like, I don't know, it just seemed so different from the other two. And I'm not just talking about like, oh well, the graphics on the GameCube are better. Fucking obviously, right? Jump.
Give up!
References the world rings to have enough emotional power to open up the gates of hell, so there's that. Well, I mean...
What the hell?
Say that was so much edgy. They're just, you know, saying gates of hell, whatever. They weren't using hell in the swear word context.
Yeah.
Give up!
Just what the hell was that all about?
God.
They did change that one at least, but not in the
Yeah.
CG. It's Stalfoss guy who teaches you sword techniques is supposed to be Ocarina and MM Link because he spent so much time in the Lost Woods.
That sounds more like a fan theory to me, but alright.
Jump. Ah. What happened to your elbow, sir?
Give up!
Clearly it couldn't be that your elbow is dry. Obviously Butters did something to it. Butters the raving madman.
Give up! Meteor smash!
There you go.
But it's not over yet. I still gotta do the challenges in the last boss.
There you go for silver.
I'm gonna go poop.
No. No. Well, I gotta do one of them.
But I've been thinking about it when, like, while you've been playing that, and I think with how just like frustrated that you've been getting with this.
No, it has to finish.
It has to finish. Are you sure?
I'm close. I'm not gonna fucking give up right now. I have 2 more challenges to do and then the last boss. I'm not quitting.
Indeed, Sonics. These ones easily have the most confusing level layout. Sonic said Josh is determined. Carolyn said that's a mood. And then Sonic's added on that I give him his gamer medal. Endless Boost has no rings though.
You mean
like there's rings here, I guess just for the sake of familiarity, but it won't let you collect rings. So it's like a sacrificial thing.
Oh, I see. Did I get hit before that?
No, you didn't.
So I actually still can't get hit even though there are rings. Oh, I see. It doesn't actually like let me have rings that I collect. Well, that's
right.
bizarre.
Well, it's like a trade-off situation. Rings are rings are boost energy. So like they're saying like if they're saying like, hey, you want infinite boost energy, that's cool. You just have to sacrifice your ability to collect rings.
They really should have just not put any rings in here. I mean, like...
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, they should have demonstrated that by not putting any rings in this level.
Okay, so it's right, left. Cool. Almost. Bet you that was the end.
Fairly certain it was.
Alright.
That's something that kind of sucks about some of the challenge acts is lack of checkpoints. And yeah, it is a good thing you didn't pick the vector one, because I mean, like, even in a situation where a player is like, you know, been like calm the whole time, that mission fucking sucks. Well.
Yeah, it was the
Sorry
end
about
too.
that one. Sorry about that one.
Oh, well. Now, how do I get back up there?
To the left of the Crisis City entrance. Introducing an all-new Sonic gameplay, the Roost formula with loud roosters to help spice up gameplay.
Okay.
Press X to roost.
So you just be sitting down the whole game?
I can't imagine playing this whole thing, like, standing up the whole time. That'd be stress on my back. But then again, everything is stress on my back, so...
Yeah, the reason I asked that was because my existential dread was kicking in.
Yeah. Hey, I also got this game in 2012. Just to show you the difference in our ages, Sonics, I turned 18 that year.
Same.
Generations and my 360 were my birthday gifts. And I love them both.
I got Generations for Christmas in 2011 because it came out around that time. And I asked for it.
For a second I was like, Rabid, you didn't get it on launch day?
No.
Not bad.
Now I'm gonna ask you when you got colors and some other. I seem to remember from like back in the day when it came out that you got Black Knight pretty soon after it came out.
Yeah, I got Colors and Black Knight on launch day.
Yeah. I remember you told
The
me.
Sonic Generations came out in like November, so it was like, I can wait.
Yeah. I remember you telling me, like maybe a week after Black Knight came out, in a conversation on Skype that like you beat it in like 2.5 hours or something. And
This camera.
I was completely fucking blown away. Like 2.5 hours to beat a video game? What?
Guys, what is this camera
I
right
see,
now?
yeah.
Yeah, it is acting rather funky.
Your playthrough keeps surprising me with each passing moment. Oh, it
Okay.
should go back to normal now because it's in 2D.
It fixed itself. Sonic says I got colors in kindergarten or first grade sometime after I poked my... Oh, God! Oh, that's a body horror right there.
Kindergarten. Fuck me, dude. Stop that, please.
Here I was thinking, oh man, I'm so old. Remy talking about like she was turning 11 around that time. Sonic's here has her beat.
I was 16 when that game came out.
Yeah, really.
Not bad.
Recently, the anniversary for Toy Story 3 was nearby, which means that was the last day of school I ever attended. I haven't been to school in more than 10 years now.
Yeah, man.
Separation attack.
It's the fucking time. Go, man.
Well, you see, the one good thing about getting older is that time passes by faster.
I'll be dead before I know it.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
That's the old optimism that you expect from skull902.
Here goes. Here goes.
Just give me the wall already.
Give him a change of pace.
Yeah, the thing that I never really liked about this guy is that he can really drag on if he wants to. That, and he takes way more hits than most of the other bosses. Everyone else is like 3 or 4. This guy, nope. It's like 8, 9, 10 maybe.
Well, he is the penultimate boss.
But even Time Meter's like 4.
I don't know, man.
We'll just have to ask circa 2011 Sonic Team.
Circa 2011 Sonic Team, what were you thinking? I don't know, man. It was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, man, 2/3 of this game was great.
Here goes.
Most of us were actually in our cubicles jerking off when we had the meeting about Egg Dragoon. I think Jimmy was actually the only one there.
Fucking Jimmy!
Yeah.
If it isn't Sonic Fiend's Jimmy.
Wait, what's all this? What's happening? Oh, I hit him. I do so.
Time for a change of pace.
Now is gonna do the dive. So basically, you just gotta like avoid the missiles and dive, and eventually you'll get close enough to home in on him again.
Oh, thank God that doesn't kill me.
Prepare to be skewered.
I imagine it was Sonic with Shadow in the secret rings and poked my eye. What? Sonic with Sonic and the secret rings and poked my eye. It hurt when I tried to open my eyelid, but my eye healed. Well, that's good. I think I was 10 when I got Generations, I was 8 when I got Colors, along with my Sonic hat that I still have. Like the, is it like a Sonic baseball cap, or, like, is it like half of, is it like
that
half
Sonic hat that Johnny was wearing in his review?
Yeah, is it just the ears and quills, or is it like half of Sonic's head? There's quite a few different Sonic hats.
It looked like half of Sonic's head to me. Yeah.
A literal Sonic hat.
A little Sonic hat.
Missed him.
One with ears and quills. But does it have any of Sonic's face? I guess that would be the question then.
Here goes.
Hey Trip, welcome back.
Here goes.
Okay, so it was the GameStop pre-order then. Your parents were total bros and got the pre-order for you.
Prepare to be skewered. Separation attack.
This boss just wants to remind you of the greatness of Eggman Land from Unleashed. But you know what? Egg Dragoon was fucking awesome. Eggman Land might have been a pain in the ass, but Egg Dragoon was actually like pretty fucking cool. With the Werehog boss fight. I mean, again, I don't know about the Wii S2 version.
That one was actually fairly challenging compared to the HD one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess I'll have to find out eventually. Whenever the fuck I can play my consoles again.
I can't believe this. I was supposed to beat you this time.
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't get that memo. I beat you every time. No, seriously. We beat this guy every time. It's like it's our job or something.
What's Eggman even doing
It's like these were
here?
made for me.
I thought you said he'd been kidnapped by that big weird thing that sent us
Yeah.
out of this place.
The Wii version is the best version of Unleashed.
No.
I would not agree with you on that, but if that's your opinion.
This is getting stranger all the time.
Great opinion. Too bad it's fucking stupid.
Rabid. It's the only version I played. Well, you have a 360, don't you?
And now, calm and somber moments.
Yeah, this is a peculiar section.
We're gonna make this feel epic somehow. How do we do it?
Ambiance.
Let's have the player go through this section that's intentionally designed to take, like, quite a while. Where you use all the Chaos Emeralds to turn gears like a clock, and oh my god, it's perfect. Dusty as hell now, but like you can dust that off. Get yourself a copy of Unleashed for the 360 and play it. It's well worth it, my dude. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's also available on PS3, but I was fairly certain that Trip has a 360, and it turned out to be right. I don't know if he has a PS3 either. The game, technically speaking, runs better on PS3, but it also makes the frame rate seem inconsistent. So it's like, you get consistency on the 360 version more often than not.
Okay, whatever you are, if you want to avoid an embarrassing beat,
Very well then, Trip.
you better give up now.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
Eggman! But how?
He had a little help.
Dr. Robotnik!
Nobody calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain.
Don't
Gentleman
detonate me.
genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past. After my most recent setback, I stumbled upon the primordial form of this unique creation, which I discovered had amazing abilities even I have never been able to master. It could erase time and space.
If only they got Jim Cummings to voice classic Eggman. Well, like he's... I don't know, I don't think it really fits that design.
In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart.
I mean, like, I'm sure that he would have been able to do a different voice than the one from Sad AM, right? But
Just do like the voice he was gonna do in Adventures, and I think it would have worked alright.
I don't remember what that sounds like.
The more your monster
Think
tears
Pete.
through time, the more damage you do
Oh,
to the
okay, yeah.
The world? I'm going to
Yeah, that
rule
could've
the
worked.
world when I'm finished with Sonic. Wow, will I really get that crazy? We'll see who's
I don't
crazy.
think that,
after
like,
I destroy both Sonics.
The script just called for him to do a normal laugh.
After we destroy them,
Or like, you know, some ho 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 bellowing, and then Mike just decided to go ham after a few takes.
And now there's two.
then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
Wait for Mike Pollock to make everything better.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Keep moving.
But I'll make it better.
Move all you want. I'm still going to stomp you into a blue jelly. That was just to soften you up. Now it's time
Call it
to
carrying
meet
the
your
Sonic
doom.
franchise since 2004, even though Unleashed is a great game.
Sonic, smack him!
I mean,
Not you.
he's been one of the best things about the series,
You can
but I
win,
wouldn't
Sonic.
say he's been like carrying it single-handedly.
Insignificant. You've got the power, Sonic.
Focus your spirit.
We're with
Like just starts to lose it in the sound studio. Yeah, Carolyn.
Don't give in, Sonic.
I know you can do this,
It
Sonic.
looks like the stream's back up.
You always do.
I swear this, you know, it's happened to me and Josh now. This has to be a YouTube problem.
Never went down for me.
Is it not streaming right now?
Levels of Eggman.
It's streaming. It's saying that the stream health is red, and apparently it like blipped out for a moment, according to Tim. Alright, my advice, like I said earlier, farming rings is much easier with Classic Sonic.
I work with me to modify these transceivers. Even though we're in different dimensions,
Now
you
we'll
should still be able to hear us.
finish it.
Let's take out the enemy together!
Sonic, you can switch with the Y button.
Now we'll.
There are gonna be moments where the game kind of like wants you to use one or the other.
Mr. Sonic, you can switch with the Y.
But like, you can just kind of ignore that.
Look out, Sonic!
It's a quick more attack. To defeat us.
I mean, it might just be my eyes. I feel like the rings in modern section and like the 3D perspective clash with the background too much, and so sometimes I'll see them, but only when it's like too late to actually get into position.
I can see him just fine, just they go by really fast.
Finish it.
Careful, Sonic!
Even make more than that.
Switch with the Y button.
To defeat us.
Like a homing shot. Careful, Sonic.
It's a homing shot, you guys.
What am I even doing here? It just seems like am I hitting him?
You just switch to modern and just like continually boost the whole time.
Yeah, classic is for farming rings, essentially, at least to me. And then modern's for like hitting him. So basically, it's just like a test of. I think you're gonna have to hold the button rather than mashing it. But
Charge into the core!
yeah, essentially what Amy said.
Dodge or else you'll get crushed. Don't relax yet!
And then after you do that 3 times, it's gonna say R&B. Don't just press it, hold it when that comes up. Trip says the rings mechanic was a pain in the ass when I first played this. Agree. God, the game is so loud, he says. Well, we're right at the end. Condense this
Switch and go after it!
for like the VOD. So I'll see if there's something I can do in Vegas.
It'll take more than that.
That's fucking shit. Did I even hit it there?
Yeah, you did.
Oh no, because if it had counted as a hit, he would have like gone back and then spewed rings out at you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There you go. Fun fact, actually, says Trip. I used to have a copy and let a friend borrow it, then he moved to a different state like a month later and
Wah, wah.
that fucking sucks. They really just put this in here for the purposes of filler. Like, it does absolutely nothing.
Oh, what? It just fucking randomly goes slow for no reason and then stops?
Yeah, it's like, he's messing with time. Oh, better, just, you know, do nothing. And part of the gimmick, it's just fucking weird.
Do what I want.
You do have enough rings to go pursue him. And again, when you hit him the third time, it's gonna immediately go to a cutscene where they're like, "Oh man, combine your powers," and again, just like hold down RB and LB when that happens. Oh, what the hell? He hit him 3 times.
I didn't get any rings. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
That was scary for a moment.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There could be 10 hits. Brandon could be lying to me. He already lied to me once.
What about?
I hit him 3 times. Oh, here we go.
Wow, that's supposed to start up like fucking immediately. It's really weird that the game just made you wait for that. Then again, it's taken your control away from you. It's been fucking weird.
This entire game has just been sabotaging Josh from the beginning.
Hey, I did it.
Hey there, Jana. Or Jaina. I'm not sure. How do you pronounce it? But, yep, that's the end of the game.
Still warm. Time
Congrats, dude.
I'll admit, you weren't half bad, Sonic.
Half bad? Are you kidding? He was all great! He collects...
Mindless fan bitch.
Wow, where does somebody put all those gold rings? You know what? I don't know. I keep forgetting to ask.
Congrats coming in from Carolyn.
great teaming up with you. Hope you learned a few tricks that'll help you out in the future. I mean, the past. You know what I mean. Dude, sweet! And you're only gonna get better!
There's our
Official 4-hour mark. Simp is clapping for you. Carolyn says, I don't think you want to know tales about, like, the rings.
Hey, Sonic!
Trip says,
Enjoy your
congrats.
future. It's gonna be great!
People
No,
use
it's
that line
not.
against Sega. And now, the credits. Well, I would just like to use this time to say thank you all for sticking in there and tuning in, seeing what this whole shebang, the Sonic anniversary event was all about, and everything. I hope that you had fun.
66% of the time.
Yeah, for at least most of the time.
I'm sorry that you had to endure this game, Josh.
Yeah, I actually, like, it was very nice of you to say, yes, I will play this. And, if there's any hard feelings, I'm sorry. But, no, Trip, that's fine. If you're just not available, that's the way it is. I'd like to thank all my co-hosts as well, for, helping me out, to make this what it was. There was, some interesting conversations, we had a couple debuts, well, in terms of, like, co-hosts, we had one debut, but, we had a game debut, what with the Generations here. But, this wouldn't have been, a thing at all. None of my streams would be, without people to help me out with, reading the chat, or, just being there for the ride and everything. So thank you all very much for accepting the offer and trying to make this as good as you possibly could. Just I'm at a loss for words on what to say about the Sonic anniversary event. But I had fun. Overall speaking, I had fun. No fucking clue what'll be going on for next year's. If I even
Not
do
this
one.
again, I'll tell you that.
If Generations gets played again, I will take up the mantle. At this point, it's probably going to have to be, unless if I get a good computer.
You could ask me to do it.
How well does Generations run on yours?
I seem to remember it running fine.
I do have very basic bitch graphics settings, so I feel like I have the specs for it. It's just that my video card or whatever is bottlenecking it. But
Taylor
yeah,
has a
like-
basic bitch graphics card as well. He's got Intel HD in there.
Yeah.
So so.
I don't know, beats me then. But yeah, whenever next time Generations is, I don't know if I'll like be able to do from consoles or if if I'll have a better PC by that point. We'll have to see. But I've said it before, I'll say it again. It was very nice of Josh to say yes to this. It's been good getting back into streaming on a regular basis. And, you know, this is a big culmination of something that's been building up throughout the entirety of this month. So, you know, even though a lot of luck was lost for both of us here during these two runs, during my runs of the 8-bit games, and then Josh here with Generations, like...
It was really only that fucking 40-minute stage.
Yeah, it was at its worst during Crisis City.
Which is fitting, I suppose.
Yeah. Crisis and all that. Plus it being an 06 level, I guess. And I hope that this is like the launching pad for regular streams in the future, because I haven't been doing it enough. So, you know, got one more planned this week. This Friday, Kayan and I are going to be celebrating the 11th anniversary of Sonic and Mario with an entire series marathon. We're going to be taking breaks, I think, between the seasons to, you know, have a bit of a discussion about it and all that. Along with the premiere of episode 37 and thus season 5. Also, Simp, it's good to hear that you had a good time as well.
They put the U in.
It's not a
hey. Interesting. You know, maybe it registers like, hey, a Canadian bought this game, so maybe. Either that or they just used the PAL or Japanese versions as a basis for, like, the Steam
Well, if
version.
they used the PAL version as a basis, they wouldn't have to change it anywhere, so that's less work for them.
Yeah. Oh, see, it was headed by Sega Europe, so...
There you go. Yeah, they're generally the guys who do the PC ports for everything, as far as I can tell.
Trip, I know for a fucking fact that I wouldn't be able to commit to a regular schedule. But I just hope that, like, it, you know, that streaming becomes more frequent, because June's been pretty good. There's one more left, like I said, Sonic and Mario Anniversary with the premiere of episode 37 and the entire series marathon. Gonna have Kayan on board for that one.
I was there for the last one of those.
Indeed. Good lord, it really doesn't seem like 2 years ago, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Like I said earlier, where the fuck is the time gone?
In the garbage.
Absolutely. So, you know, it's been nice to see that people have been enjoying this. Every time that I ask, I see comments about it and whatnot. Very happy to hear that. You know, said it a bajillion times, but I'll say it one more time. Hope that this starts up a streak of regular streams, and I hope that you're all looking forward to it, as well as other content. You know, maybe someone who's never seen me before checked this out and was curious. So I hope that you liked what you saw. If you did indeed get curious and check out some other stuff on my channel. So yeah, I think that's just about it as far as like comments about the anniversary event and whatnot are concerned. And now Josh can play Supersonic in the levels.
I missed getting a shot of that, but that's alright. Now, It's my time to make it better.
Dude, these fucking streams are the best. I literally stop anything I'm doing just to tune in. Well, that's very nice of you to say, Trip. Let's just put the chat back in its place. But I think that puts a wrap on.
No, it doesn't. We're making it better. Hang on.
Oh, okay. I'll just keep blabbering on then.
I know exactly what's gonna happen.
Same says Karen. I have a feeling what's gonna happen.
This is good enough. Can we see that? Is that possible to see?
I see your mouse cursor going over a black screen.
It's just
no, now I see Steam.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now it's time to make it better.
Thank you, Carolyn, if I didn't say that already.
Boom, bam. Happy birthday, you old fuck.
Did it freeze for me, or what's going on here? I'm gonna reload the page.
No, it just didn't start the library, unfortunately. Oh well.
Where are we on now? Just nowhere?
I'm seeing nothing.
Ah, well.
I see, like, the top and bottom of Steam, but, like, the whole middle is just, like, a black screen.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
but for those of you who are confused, he absolutely 100% positively uninstalled it from his library.
I made it better.
Yeah.
Right, let's get rid of that if no one can see it.
Trip says I tried listening while driving, but since you hate it when I do anything, I hate you being on the phone when you're driving, like in an actual call. That's unsafe as shit.
Illegal.
It might not be in Arkansas, but it's illegal in a lot of places for good reason. But yeah, okay. So apparently Josh uninstalled the game.
He certainly did.
So with that, I just want to say, once again, had fun. Hope that you guys did. Hope you look forward to more streaming and non-streaming content. And
shit, where did I just save that? It was ridiculous. I put it somewhere.
I'm tired. Josh is hungry. Rabid's ass is probably itchy. I don't know.
Something.
Yeah.
Something with Rabid.
Well, you can see that for like half a second. Hey, I think it flashed up there for half a second. I'm good with that.
Hey.
I made you use the pause button on your VCR.
So, once again, thank you to my co-hosts for being there for me to help out with this event. Thank you all for watching. I've been skull902.
Rabid.
I've been your worst nightmare.
It's gonna be okay, Josh. But this has been Sonic Anniversary 2020. Thank you all for watching, and have yourselves a wonderful day.